What is up, YouTube world? So we are going to do an update on the plants on the community tank, and we're going to talk about what is going on. So we got about 40-50 fish in here, and this is supposed to be my community tank, and I'm actually thinking about giving this tank back to Boss. If I give it back to Boss, the crayfish is definitely going to be removed, and basically all the tetras, including the large danios, will be removed. So basically we only have the loaches, the rainbow shark, and some catfish, the glass cats. I leave him in there because I believe he won't mess with the goldfish. He's a really nice guy unless he gets messed with. And you know, they're suckerfish. But yeah, I'm really thinking about giving Boss his own tank back. So these guys, you know, I might get rid of half of them and put the rest of them in the tank that Boss is in. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this tank right now. So tetras, they do eat plants, and you know, I try to get some very hardy plants. So they don't really mess with the lilies on the ground. I mean, occasionally they nip at it, but they do nip at these plants in the back. So I had a whole bunch of Anubias, and I had one Arizona sword, and I also had this one plant here with the big leaves, which is not doing hot at all, but that's mostly my fault because I planted it once against the glass too far, and it seemed like it was just choking itself out. So I tried to move it, and then I guess some, you know, the suckerfish or the crayfish kind of pulled it out a little bit more, so it wasn't even in the substrate anymore. So I went in there again, and this time I really got it in there really well. I actually added some plant dirt from the 40 gallon in the other room into here to actually hold it in, and now it's actually sitting well. So every time I try to move it or adjust it, it always breaks one of these branches. So I didn't even notice that one was broken, but that one was broken, so that leaf is going to die, which it is dying. And surprisingly, this leaf is dying. I don't know why. So the only leaf, there's only one leaf left, and it's that one right there, which is healthy. It's green, but it's the only one left. So hopefully this one will actually rebounce. The Amazon sword is growing a whole bunch of new leaves. I'm very excited for the Amazon sword, but as you can see, the Amazon sword gets nippled on. This is a Anubias, which has even thicker leaves than an Amazon sword does, and it is completely bare. I mean, there's only one leaf left, and it's that one. Every other one is completely, well, that's the Amazon sword, okay. But yeah, if you look at it, you know, you look at it from maybe this direction. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it is right there, and it is right here, and that one is gone. That one is gone. That one is completely bare, and then that one is also gone. So yeah, there's only one leaf left. So they definitely eat some Anubias. Oh, okay, that one. Okay, so that one goes like this, and then it goes over the boat. Right, so half of it's eaten away from over the boat. But yeah, they definitely will eat the plants. It's amazing. So my plants are looking a little rough, but I get a lot of action. I like this tank so much. I sit in my bed, and you know, I got the schooling action, and sometimes they really go like all like this and then back, and then I mean they're really cool fish. The tetras, I especially like the Aries. When I'm so close, they kind of just huddle around here, but when I get really far away, they really start doing the really cool swimming motion. I also got some cherry barbs, which I might actually have to get rid of as well, because cherry barbs are actually very aggressive fish. They're like kind of like tetras, so you might not be able to have them in there neither. I'm not even sure about the shark, if I can even have the rainbow shark in there. I'll probably have to take him out just to add the goldfish back. And then it would be 2 goldfish in all of this entire tank. You know, I might even add 1 more goldfish to it, but I really don't know. I really do not know. I might get Boss a 60-gallon tank, which is a little taller, which is also as wide as this tank. And it's basically a big cube, 60 gallons. I saw one on Craigslist for $100. I even saw a store selling it for like $150. You know, used ones, but you know, I might go that route because I don't even think if I add a swamp filter to Boss's tank, which would increase the volume of the water, but it still doesn't increase the space. You know, it doesn't technically make the tank any bigger. It just increases the volume of the water. It's a swamp. You know, so even if I put a 10-gallon swamp tank on the 30-gallon tank, you know, increase the volume to 40 gallons, but you know, the width of the main aquarium is still only a foot wide. So I think I need to get a really big footprint. Alright, what's up with you, buddy? Are you doing okay? You're just really pregnant, huh? Wow, you're just really pregnant. Okay, good. Good. Alright, alright. Just making sure my fish was good. She's good. She's just very pregnant, very big. So we really actually did a lot of work in here. So I got some new plants for it, and I think they're doing okay. Because one time I got some new plants for it, I planted them, and they were all dead and gone, and this is like a week. So it's been about a week, and they're still there. I'm like, alright. So as we can tell, these are not going all the way up like they did once upon a time, because I actually did went ahead and chopped them. Now, I chopped them a little aggressively. So I chopped them right in half. I made sure I left the leaf on it, and I made sure I left the leaf on the other one, because they were so tall that they only had leaves halfway through it, because I guess, you know, that's where the sun got it. And yeah, so I actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys now. So let's see if they regrow. They're looking really, the ones in the front looking good. The one all the way up front is actually making a big improvement, because it used to be all the way in the back and it never actually grew. It just was always that size. But yeah, so it's gonna look really nice. These plants over here is just doing excellent. I mean, look at the red. The red is just looking gorgeous. It's actually really like chumped out, and it's like trying to, you know, dominate that area again. It's like, hey, this is my area. I want some sun. I'm getting me some sun. We also got another one like that in the back. So what I try to do is green, red, green, red, green. and that one is having a hard time competing for the sun, because the green is really just starting to really overflow. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful plant regardless. I mean, I wish you could see it the way I see it. You know, when you see it the way I see it, it's just so beautiful. It looks very good. But this plant is doing also really well, growing really tall. And this used to be just one piece. It was just one piece. I took that one piece and I cut it into 4 pieces, stuck into the ground. It was no taller than this. Now I went that way, that way, that way, even sprung a couple, you know, so instead of being 4 pieces, it's like 8 pieces now. It's doing really well. So I'm really excited for all this. I need to get one of these for the predatory tank, so I can actually get rid of the algae as it grows, instead of waiting for it and then using a razor blade. Ha! Alright. So yeah, we got loaches. Well, no, we got one loach. We got a butterfly loach in here. Oh yeah, check this out. I put another plant up there. You know that really cool looking plant in the predatory tank that likes to float? And it's right there in dead center on the surface water. Well, I got one in here, a really small one. In the breeder tank, there's one pretty big, like the one in the predatory tank, but it's not as big. But I ended up just snapping off a little piece and putting it in here, and it actually is already growing roots, because it didn't actually have roots, and it already readjusted itself. That one leaf right here, as you can see, was like really extended. That just grew. I mean, like, I was like, wow, it's already flipped itself right, getting sun, and it's growing. So that plant is a very easy plant to maintain, and it will pull in iron. It will turn a little bit red, you know. So that's cool. Plant in the back, looking real nice. Yeah. So this one right here is the one I actually cut in half. The one with the little weird looking leaves on top, because it was so tall. It was actually outside the water. So the top actually shriveled up a little bit, and that does not surprise me that the snails are eating it a little bit, because snails will eat dead plant matter or plants that are not driving. They will eat them if they're not driving. So if they're not thriving, it starts with a T. I'm trying to say driving. I'm trying to say driving. I cannot pronounce this word to save my life. But if they're not doing really, really well and really growing, you know, plants don't, there's only 2 things plants do. They're growing or they're dying. There's no in between. They're not like, oh, you know, maybe Anubias. I give Anubias that. Anubias is between. They have a between level. But I think that's the only plant that is so hardy that, you know, it's really hard to kill that plant. But, yeah. So, every other plant, and, you know, besides the nubias, there's only two things: they're growing or they're dying, you know. But they're definitely growing, definitely growing. The top part here, as you can see, starting to be a little bit more flush. It's looking good. I don't know why I'm talking about this plant still, but yeah, it's looking really good. I really like everything in here. This is where the water level is supposed to be. So if I ever lose power, see between the red and the green, perfect. So if I ever actually lose power to the building, all the water that goes through here will eventually, you know, it will rise because it's not running the pump anymore. But it won't actually overfill. It goes to like about right here, and yeah, it's good to go. So that's what it's supposed to look like, you know, right there. It doesn't supposed to be way up here. So I like to really dump the water in there. Alright guys, well, that is my quick video. I wanted to see if I can actually find the butterfly loach. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of plants right here on the side. Look at all these plants right here. And then I gotta clean that up actually. I wonder where they all came from. I know that one came from that. But alright. Yeah, I don't see the butterfly loach anywhere. It's a really cool fish though. But alrighty guys, I wish you an awesome day, an awesome night, and y'all be good. Laters.